What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? It's your boy Freeform and Plug. As always, freeforming my mind, my body, and my soul, so that I'll forever be plugged in. Peace, love, and happiness. Purpose of my video today is actually not a lock update. Just want to talk to y'all about why I decided to go the freeform route. A lot of y'all may know that I did have locks before. I cut them this past fallish of 2018. And I'm currently in the process of growing my locks back. My last set of locks were manicured or manipulated. I did get them retwisted by a loctician about once a month. And a lot of people ask me now, why are you deciding to freeform your locks? It's a lot of reasons why I decided to freeform this time. To me, it's more of a spiritual connection, spiritual growth type of thing. It's symbolic to just growth and transitioning as a person. For me, the freeforming your locks is for me symbolic to a lot of different things. Growth, all about growth though. Growing as a person, it symbolizes commitment, perseverance, loyalty, so many different things. Knowing and understanding that, things in life are not always going to be cookies and bubbles. It's going to be ups and downs. It's times I wake up, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, man, maybe I should cut it. My profession, I'm a licensed barber. And a lot of people feel like, oh, you should be walking advertisement. You're a barber. How you going to get people to sit in your chair and your hair is looking wild and, you don't have an edge up and, your facial hair is growing crazy and this and that. I feel like on that aspect, my work will speak for itself. My professionalism, my customer service. I've been a barber almost 10 years now. I do really well for myself. And I just feel like on that aspect, my work will speak for itself. But I'm in a transition in my life to where I'm letting go of, what society says. What society says about looking professional and how the average human should look, and everything should be manicured and clean cut and all of that. I've been really getting more in tune with myself spiritually more than ever in my life. I'm letting go of what everybody thinks about. I know so many people who can't find happiness in their life because they're so worried about working so many hours so they can make this amount of money so they can get this type of vehicle, or they can have this type of house, or they can dress this way. And I know so many people who, I only wear Jordans, or I'll only shop at this place and this and that. And I've always kind of been that dare to be different type of dude. I've always had my own style, or to an extent, you know what I mean? But I feel like now I'm at a point in my life where I'm really, really letting go of society. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, I shop at Walmart. Actually, everything I have on right now besides my shoes are from Walmart. You know what I mean? And I feel like I look just as good as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's shopping at, Fendi or Prada or, True Religion or whatever. I've never really been that guy that needs a certain name on me to feel solidified or to feel, like I fit in or anything, since I've been an adult, I never really felt that the need to fit in with people. I've always been, you know, an extrovert, outgoing, good with people. You know, I can relate and hold a conversation or get along with anybody from age 8 to 88, you know, of all different walks of life. It's never been an issue of mine. People has always been my forte. Like, I'm a people person. I can get along with anybody. You know, I've always said, you know, if you can't get along with me, something is wrong with you, because I lead with respect. I show so much respect and love to people. There's no reason I shouldn't get that back. But I'm more in tune with me. You know, my inner peace, inner happiness, no longer complicating life with even the smallest things. Like, I remember when I first got this vehicle, you know, probably haven't had it for a whole year yet. I know I haven't actually. I just went through a divorce, and I left the house, the car, everything. I left everything, you know, and I started over. I remember when I first got this car, and this is a 2006 Mercury Milan. And it runs good. I don't have no problems. It gets me where I need to be and back, you know. But I remember thinking, one of my coworkers that I was cutting at a different shop, and one of my, you know, coworkers was like, hey, you know, congratulations on your car, you know what I'm saying? I know, you know, you hit a start over point in your life and you had to rebuild everything. It's cool, you know, congrats, you got you some wheels now. And I remember thinking, and my response was, oh, you know, thanks, you know what I'm saying? You know, just something for now, you know, but when I get all the way back on my feet, you know, I'll have that truck I want, or I'll have that BMW, or whatever it was, you know. And I look back now and going through the transitioning that I'm going through, I feel no need to, when I'm on my feet a little better, I'm going to get this vehicle. I'm not putting no more value on a different vehicle just because it's a different brand or it looks a certain way or it costs more. I don't do that. Like, this Mercury is going to take me to wherever a BMW is going to take me and get me back. You know, it's only going to transport my body or whatever cargo I'm transporting. So why put so much more value into something, you know, that's basically the same, but it has a different price value, or it looks different, or a car is a car. It's going to get me wherever any other car is going to get me and back, as long as it runs good. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stress myself every day, waking up, trying to work extra hours and make all this extra money just to get something that man put more value into. You know what I mean? That car is not going to do anything different than my car is going to do with purpose, I should say. You know, all the extra little gadgets and all that, yeah. But I don't need that. You know, I'm not complicating life anymore. Life can be complicated enough. And I'm not adding to that. My inner peace, my inner happiness is all that really matters to me now. You know, and a lot of this change has come about since I recently went vegan or plant-based, I should say. I'm not technically a vegan because, you know, real hardcore vegans are really about, you know, no animal cruelty. And don't get me wrong, I'm not against that. You know, it's just, I still wear leather. I still wear materials that come from animals. So me personally, I don't feel it's fair to label myself as a vegan. So I live a plant-based lifestyle. I'll say that. And with that came a lot more changes that I, you know, desire to make in my life within myself, spiritually, mentally, you know, even physically. You know, I help. I'm also a personal trainer and nutritionist, so I try to help others get their lifestyle right. I don't like to use the word diet because diets are are not sustainable, you know, but I feel when you live a plant-based lifestyle, you can sustain that lifestyle. You can continue that, you know, for the rest of your life if you decide to. You know, it's not something that is like, oh, you plant-based now, you can't maintain it. And obviously any diet that you can't maintain, as soon as you stop it, the results that you may have, you know, accomplished may reverse, you know. So I don't like to use the word diet. But I live a plant-based lifestyle, and with that change came better health. The byproduct was I look better physically. I do work out a lot, you know, but the whole freeform, deciding to freeform my locks has changed me in so many ways already, and I'm barely at my 2-month mark. But my mental change has been drastic. I look at life completely different now. You know, what used to matter doesn't matter anymore. You know, a lot of things. You know, I don't care to fit in. I don't care to dress like everybody else. I don't care to look like everybody else, do what everybody else is doing. I don't care. You know, and by me freeforming my mind, my body, my spirit, and my hair will in turn weed out the people and the things that I don't need in my life. You know, if you're not for me, you know what I'm saying? Me, who I am as a person, my personality, then you won't be around. I don't want you around. You know, if my hair is gonna look too weird for you, my way of thinking is too extreme for people, then guess what? You don't need to be a part of my life, and there's no hard feelings, is no bad blood. Everybody is not for everybody. Everybody is not for me, and I'm okay with that. And then maybe even some family members, I'm okay with that. I don't love them no less, but I'm okay with that. You know, but be you. You know, right now I'm working on being me. I'm 32 years old, and I'm not ashamed to say that finally now I'm really completely finding myself and who I am and what moves me. You know what I'm saying? The type of energy that I possess and the type of energy that I want to surround myself around. You know, I don't, a lot of people, you know, they look at me and they be like, oh, you're a little extreme by the way you eat, because, you know, I prefer not to eat a lot of starches. Starch is not food. Starch is a chemical bond. You know what I'm saying? But people say, oh, well, you work out. Well, rice, brown rice, and sweet potatoes and stuff like that are good, you know, good carbs. They're complex carbs. They are. But it's not real food. And don't get me wrong, I have my cheat meals. You know, I don't eat any meat. I may cheat and have something that, you know, may contain some starch or may contain a little dairy as a cheat meal every now and again, but I don't overindulge, you know. I do have fun. I have friends. I have family, you know, that I hang out with. You know, I may have a glass of wine or a drink with occasionally, but, you know, that type of stuff is not even good for my health. I can't even have, you know, too much alcohol, or, you know, my health will be at risk, you know, maybe more than the average person. But, you know, my freeform lock journey is so big to me right now, for this transitioning that I'm undergoing right now with myself. I could never see myself at this moment cutting my hair, you know, and I'm at the struggling stage. This is what a lot of people call the ugly stage, you know. And I'm embracing it. I'm loving this stage right now, actually, because by me having locks before and I let them grow for 5 years, although they were manicured and not considered the natural locks, you know what I mean? But I even learned so much just by going through it, and I cut them because I thought I wanted this particular job, and I was going through a process to get it. And the guy that I was dealing with, you know, let's just say he didn't keep his word, and I feel like I cut my hair for no reason. Well, I felt like I cut my hair for no reason. For a long time, I felt that way. Now, going through the transition that I'm going through in my life and getting more spiritually connected with myself, I'm glad I did cut those locks, because I may have never been open to learning, the spiritual side of what my hair, my crown is really all about, So I have no regrets on cutting my locks that I had before, because now I feel like I'm going to naturally grow my locks the right way. And this is not a knock to anybody who does get their locks twisted. I'm all for all natural styles, men and women, the afros, the braids, the locks, just natural beauty. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to, live by what society says your hair have to be straight. No, it doesn't. Rock that kinky hair. It's nothing more sexy, nothing more attractive to me than to see a woman rocking their natural crown. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more amazing, nothing more beautiful than that in my eyes. If it was up to me, every man, every woman, will wear their hair long, and really understand the true meaning of wearing your crown and carrying yourself and holding yourself accountable to king and queen status. And this is what I'm working on in my life now. I'm not perfect. I don't know it all. I'm not, perfect, like I said, but it's a process, to wake up and learn and grow every day, and to better myself and to further continue to carry myself as a king, and that's really just that. I just really wanted to share this video. A lot of people have been asking me, why would you freeform? Why would you freeform? You're gonna look this way, you're gonna look that way, and if a person can't get past the way that I look and see that I'm a genuine person, and that I don't need to be around that person or those people, or you can't accept me for who I am with my freeform locks, my wild hair, whatever you want to call it, which is not even there yet. And I've already been getting, certain different types of feedback from it. Some people be like, oh, I think you're bold, you have this carefree spirit and it's admirable and all of that, But then there's a lot of people that's like, nah, you need to cut that, fam. You looking rough, you looking this, you looking that. That's fine. I don't mind looking like that, I don't mind, being naturally who I am. I'm in a point in my life, like I said, with this transition, I'm letting everything flow naturally. Everything flow naturally. Relationships with people, I'm not forcing relationships. I'm not forcing anything. I'm not forcing my hair to do anything. I'm not forcing my mind or my body any which way. I wake up every day with positive vibes and with a mission to be the best me that I can be. And anything that's supposed to happen is going to happen naturally, and I'm going to allow it. And I'm starting with my hair. I'm going to naturally let my hair lock up and form how my body's DNA, my body's vibrations is allowing it or pushing it to do. I'm not manipulating it. You know what I mean? And I just really felt the need to share this video. It may inspire somebody. Somebody out there may be going through times and they're trying to find themselves, and they really want to freeform or lock their hair, and they're afraid to because of business reasons or society or whatever. Do you live free? Live free. We don't have to live by nobody else's standards. Who's to say just because your hair isn't straightened or your face isn't shaved clean that you can't be beautiful, or you can't be professional, or you won't be successful? I feel like that's bull. That's a bunch of bull, So, with my channel, I want to spread love and peace and positivity. You know what I'm saying? Embrace who you are. You don't have to look like nobody else to be beautiful, to be accepted. If they don't want to accept you, you don't need them in your life. You don't. If that job don't want to hire you because your hair is flourishing and growing beautifully and healthy like a plant, then guess what? You don't need that job. It may pay well, It may seem fun, but there's something else for you. Anytime a door closed, 2, 3, 4, 5 more doors may open up. You know what I'm saying? Just trust the process. That's what I'm learning. I'm learning to trust, to commit, to be loyal through this freeform lock journey. And everybody's not going to understand how serious it is. To a lot of people, it's just hair. To me, it's not. It's my crown. You know, it symbolizes strength, commitment, loyalty, confidence. You know, everybody can't do this, and I ain't that far yet. But I'm so sealed in to this journey. You'll see me. I'll continue to post. You'll see me. You'll see the progress. Me as a person with my hair in every which way, you know. So I definitely wanted to get that off my chest. Apologize. This video was so long, but I really wanted to talk about this and share some things. It may motivate, it may inspire some people, or some people may look at the video and say it didn't do nothing for me. But either way, you know, I wanted to get this off my chest and possibly motivate and inspire at least one person. Please like this video, comment. If you want to say anything, I'm open to all type of, you know, advice or words of wisdom, or even if it's something negative. I take every situation and find something positive out of it. So like, comment, subscribe. Please follow my journey. I show a lot of love. There's a lot of people who I follow here on YouTube that helps me, and I just want to be that vessel to help the next person. You know, you receive a blessing to be a blessing. Your blessings is not your own. With that being said, I'm signing out. Peace, love, and happiness to all of you, and follow the journey.